Jesus. How's everybody? Good to see you, kind of. Happy Father's Day. So, without any further ado, let's see what damage we can do here. And let me know if I need to do anything up with the audio, because among the technical problems, I can't seem to get my little microphone that plugs into my laptop to work, so whatever. Here we go. New Jersey Turnpike, riding on a wet night, neath the refinery's glow, out where the black rivers flow. License registration, I ain't got none, but I got a clear conscience about the things that I've done. Mr. State Trooper, please don't you stop me. Please don't stop me. Now please don't stop me. Maybe you got a kid, you got a pretty wife. The only thing I got been bothering me whole life. Now Mr. State Trooper, please don't stop me. Please don't stop me. Please don't you stop me. In the wee hours, mine can get hazy. Radio relay towers gonna lead me to my baby. Radio is jammed up with talk show station. It's all talk, 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 till you're losing all your patience. Now Mr. State Trooper, please don't stop me. Please don't stop me. Please don't stop me. Well, somebody out there, won't you listen to my last prayer? It's all hi-ho silver, deliver me from nowhere. All right. I guess you get the reason I started off with that, but anyway. So let's see, am I getting through? Do I have some audio? Everybody okay? If you're not, get what you pay for as always. Here we go. So sue me if it goes astray. When I woke up this morning, I thought it was Judgment Day. The sky was all purple, there was people running everywhere. But running from the destruction, but you know I didn't even care. 2000 party's over, oops, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. Dreaming when I wrote this, so sue me if it goes too fast. 'Cause life is just a party and parties weren't meant to last. War is all around us, your mind says prepare to fight. But if we gotta die, let's listen to our bodies tonight. They said 2000 party's over, oops, out of time. So tonight we better party like it's 1999. 1999. Didn't come to party, don't you bother knocking on my door. Got a lion in my pocket and honey, he's ready to roar. Everybody's got a bomb, we could all die almost any day. So if that happened, dance the night away. They said 2000 party's over, oops, out of time. So tonight I'm gonna party like it's 1999. They said 2000 party's over, oops, out of time. So tonight we're gonna party like it's 1999. 1999. 1999. 1999. These are a giveaway, but fuck it. Okay. So, how is everybody? Welcome to creepy Mr. Rogers' neighborhood. So, let's see now. Well, I'll do creepy Mr. Rogers. I've missed you. How have you been? I've been excited. I've been looking forward to spending some more time with you. So here we go. Oh, I don't need these on this one. I don't think. Let's see. Here we go. I'm so fucking sick. I'm the king of the world. I'm a genius of useless stuff. Well, some people, they gotta work. I just hang around, dreaming of useless stuff. So if I call you from time to time and say my life is such a drag, I feel like a hag. Please shut me up. Girl, would you like to live my wants to be my friend, so I act real zen and hang around with movie stars. So if I call you from time to time, I say my life is such a drag, I'm half in the bag. Kick me in the ass, 'cause would you like to live my life, and I could be with you tonight, and I'd be your useless stuff. I'd be your useless stuff. Baby, I'll be your useless stuff. Rudy. So, let's see. I think that for next song, even though I played this in a previous show, as if anybody really remembers, I'm going to play it again, maybe in a different way though, because my friend Debbie Collier is watching, and she's my friend from Nashville, and I've known her so long. I'm going to quote a line out of one of my favorite movies, True Romance, that Quentin Tarantino actually wrote the screenplay for. There's a great line in there where Clarence, the main character, is coming to tell the pimp, Alabama's his new girlfriend. He's telling Alabama's pimp that she's found greener pasture, she's going to be with him. And it's Gary Oldman in dreadlocks and gold teeth eating Chinese food. And he says something like, shit, boy, that means we're practically related. Anyway, I feel about Debbie like we're practically related. And I've known her for a long time. And anyway, she used to tell me stories about her growing up in Nashville, which I always found remarkably entertaining. And one of the stories she told me was about her childhood friend. She had an African-American little girlfriend that she would play with. And when it got too dark outside, her mom would call her to get her ass home. And now, I may be getting the story wrong. In fact, I may have dreamt all of this. Maybe this never really even happened. There are things, when I start telling this story, it's like, wait, I must have dreamt this. This couldn't be real. So Debbie can fact check me. She's on the horn here, so you all can talk amongst yourselves. But anyway, her girlfriend's name was Iceland, or at least it was spelled Iceland, which is how I spell it on the liner notes or the artwork of the record, and how I submitted for copyright the song. It's Iceland, but her mom, when she was pissed off, I guess, would say something like, "Iceline," and she'd start telling her to get home. And I thought that was I don't know, it just stuck with me. So this is a song called Iceline, even though it's spelled Iceland. And I'm not going to need my readers for this one. So, and I'm going to do it in a little bit of a different way, I think, just because, let's face it, when we last saw each other, we thought like maybe in a little while the sun will come up and everything will be okay. And now it's just, here we are, what, a month or two later, and we still need to keep our chins up. Whereas another friend of mine from the UK, Diane, would say maybe a stiff upper lip. And that's to me what this song is really about. So here we go. Wake up, darling, the rain is coming through the door. Radio said that Dan can't take anymore. I'm sure the government's got a plan, and they're doing all they can. They would not forget about you, Iceland. Iceland, Iceland. Wipe the the sleigh clean. Get up a bag, get home to Abilene. Life's gotten pretty hard. Let's find ourselves another backyard. Let's go where the sun is shining. Celine. Well, I hear your baby crying in the next room, and we both know it won't be back real soon. It ain't never coming back. I think it's time we both face the fact. It's time for moving on. Celine. Celine, Celine, wipe the slate clean. Get up a bag, get home to Abilene. Life's gotten pretty hard, so let's find ourselves another backyard, somewhere the sun is shining. Celine. Well, believe me when I tell you, there will be a brighter sunny day. Come on, little baby, wipe your tear away. Can't see the rivers running fast, and we both know that we gotten down to our last. But together we could find a way to keep them wolves at bay. Our love better last forever. Celine. Celine, Celine, wipe the slate clean, and get up a bag and get on to Abilene. 'Cause life's gotten so goddamn hard. That's for Debbie's benefit. She hates that. She's gonna have to now pray extra hard for me. Life's gotten darn hard. Let's find ourselves a new backyard, somewhere the sun is shining. Celine, somewhere the sun is shining. Celine. I love you, Celine. Celine. So, moving right along. Now I am going to need my readers. So let's see, is this getting through? Do I still have people here on the line? Let's see. Yeah, it seems like, oh, yeah. All right, cool. Debbie's excited. That means that's good. That's a good sign. All right, we're doing good. So, moving right along. This one is for my brother Phil. And by the way, I want to congratulate, Phil, as a representative of Spain, I'm going to congratulate you and your countrymen, because I hear that today is your first official day out of the, or maybe it's the second official day out of your emergency. And I was going to do, in tribute to that, the Stones, I'm Free. But instead, I'm going to do something else because I know this may be one of this kind of a song that you like a lot and that is rarely played by anybody. So I'm going to try it. Look, I'll screw it up, but it's the thought that counts, right? So anyway, let's see. On that note, let's get my cheat sheet going here, just in case I want to do. I'm going to probably screw it up, but oh well. What the hell, right? What the hey? I'm sorry, Debbie, what the heck? All right, let me make sure I'm in relative tune. There's really no entertaining way to do that. All right. So here we go. We'll warm up a little while first. Melody. It was a second name. 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 I came home one morning about 2:45, banging on my door, 'cause I just lost my key. Now open up now, baby, you got someone else inside. I'm gonna come and catch you, dead or alive. Melody. It was a second name. Melody. It was a second name. A melody. It was a second name. A melody. It was a second name. I took her out dancing, but she drank away my cash. I'm gonna fix my face, she said. Don't you worry, I'll be back. Was looking for a high and low, like mustard for a hand. She crashed out in the bathroom in the lap of my best friend. Melody. You getting the point here? It was the second name of Melody. It was the second name. I said Melody. It was the second name of Melody. It was the second name. Then she left me, took everything that moved. She took my trailer home. She took my Sunday boots. Now her nose is on the trail. Gonna catch her by surprise. And they're gonna have the pleasure to spit roast that child alive. Melody. It was the second name, now Melody. It was the second name, Melody. It was the second name, now Melody. It was the second name. It was just to be fancy. It was the second name, the Melody. It was the second name, Melody. There you go, Phil. All right. So, moving right along. Why don't we do... So, I have been back, thankfully, gratefully, working on the next release that Phil and I are going to try and put out. And this week was the first week I got back to it after all this nonsense. And and it felt really good. Among the things that felt really good was I got to see my friend and producer Roderick Cohn, without whom really it wouldn't turn out the way that let's put it this way. It's been awesome working with this guy. We're in simpatico. We're practically related. So anyway, this is a song we were working on this week, and it's kind of sticking in my mind. So I'll probably mess it up, but then again, you haven't heard it yet. There's no official version of it, so if I screw it up, maybe that'll be what it will be. I don't know. Here we go. It's called More Than Love. Oh, I should also add, on the record, Phil will do the vocals much better than what I'm about to attempt. When pride means more than love, our heart is being let go of, and push is gonna come to shove. When pride means more than love, never apologize, don't philosophize, don't get paralyzed, it whispers in your ear to give up. When pride means more than love, more than love. When pride means more than love, it's one hell of a drug. Push is gonna come to shove. When pride means more than love, always getting thrown into the neutral zone, always gonna end up prone, struggling with velvet handcuffs. Pride means more than love, more than love. All right. When pride means more than what you got to be proud of, that can never be enough. When pride means more than love, oh yeah, you wanted more than love, you got more than love, you wanted, you got it. You got it. You want it. More than love. So, there's that one. Maybe now's the time. Let me think about this. Actually, yeah, I think this is the time. So, while I was struggling with the technical difficulties before I came on the air. Air? God, that sounds stupid. Before I pushed live video. Anyway, this here. I'll first give you a glimpse of this. This is this little beauty is a box, obviously, of a Paul Westerberg autographed by fake. Guitar, and you can see it comes like a kind of a plastic, like a model airplane. Like the guitar would be in here. So anyway, this is like obviously one of the guys I've looked up to and wanted to try and emulate because I love a lot of shit about him, including the fact that he's often negative, cranky, and in the bag, so or half in the bag. So anyway, I'm gonna play a song that to me proves his brilliance, and then I'm going to play a song that when I wrote it. I don't know, it's sort of a Westerbergy song, but I wrote it because I was looking at this box, and this box has various little phrases on it that I thought were so corny and horrible that I could maybe write a song around. So first, let me do the genius song that I think is a beautiful song that he wrote. And of course, he used to be the lead singer of the Replacements, who were almost never in tune, never sober, and would, they were an acquired taste, and he somehow went from the Replacements to the following song that I'll play for you now. Which I probably better put my readers on because it's so nice. I would hate to mess up the lyrics on this one. So talk amongst yourselves for a second here. Let's see if I can find them. Let's see here. Nope, not that one. Not that one. Boop, 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 boop. All right. Nope, not that one either. Y'all may just, here we go. Okay, so not only do I need a guitar tech, but I guess apparently I need everything else, don't I? All right. So here we go. Close enough. When the loneliest eyes and the emptiest arms finally decide to meet, with a head in a lap and a tongue tied in knots, the loneliest eyes try and speak. You were born for me, beautiful and blue. I could die here with you. You were born for me, beautiful and blue. I could die here with you. For a couple of nights, you could say you're my wife. You could stay or run away as you please. And the heaviest head and the emptiest hands, you'd be safe in the light when we kiss, when we breathe. You were born for me, beautiful and blue. I could stay here with you. Born for me, beautiful and blue. Let me die here with you. I can't bear it, I can't share it with anybody else. My little world, you left me and forget me. You'll always be, you'll always be born for me, beautiful and blue. I could die here with you. Born for me, you're beautiful and blue. I'll stay here with you. I can't bear to to share you. Well, I'm the one to talk, you're the one that's free. When you forget me and you left me, fade away, you'll always be on for me, beautiful and blue. I could die here with you. You were born for me, beautiful and blue. Let me stay here with you. Born for me, born for me. Okay. So, in spite of the fact that I was wearing readers, in spite of the fact that the lyrics in front of me, I still messed it up, but oh well. Time for another drinky poo. Now, so I think what I'll do now, I'll play you the song that this box inspired. So, this one is called Tips and Tricks. And it was left off of my second album that I did with Dave Bartholomew. Because I thought it was a cool song, and I put it on like the future next record I was going to do with Dave. And we still have, it's still on the drawing board. So maybe one day when we get back to it, this will be on that album. And instead, it was released when I was half in the bag, apparently, and it was released as a single for some reason, like as a Christmas gift that nobody ever opened. So it's called Tips and Tricks, and I'm gonna play it, and then I'll show you the box and show you where the lyrics kind of came from. So I guess I don't need those, do I? Sorry. Well, she was young, and she was vintage, and she was punk, and she was rock. She was blonde, was a natural, and she kept time just like a clock. She had tips and tricks and a DVD, tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. She had tips and tricks and a DVD, tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. Well, she was young, she was brilliant, she was bright in her tone, but she could play me till I go crazy and make me work my girly fingers right down to the bone. I'm kidding you not, she had tips and tricks and a DVD, tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. She had tips and tricks and a DVD, tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. That's right. hand signs, and she'd get distorted if you played around with her hand signs. I'm shitting you not, she was tips and tricks and a DVD. Tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. She had tips and tricks and a DVD. Tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. She had tips and tricks and a DVD. Tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. She had tips and tricks and a DVD. Tips and tricks and a DVD for righteous tonal tweaks. All right. Okay, so let me now show you the box where that song was inspired from. So I'm sitting around the room thinking, okay, I'm going to write a song. What am I going to write about? And I see this box. And poor Paul, does he look happy to you? I mean, is this a sign of, wait a minute, is this a sign like, I'm damn glad to be here? I'm so proud to have my face adorn this like toy that's going to have my name on it? Or does this look like, do you believe this shit that I have to do? Do you believe, if I didn't have a kid, I swear to God, that's what it kind of screams out to me. Anyway, so I don't know if you can see this, but you see that? It says, it's lean, clean, and mean. As if it's a quote. I haven't seen anything that awesome since I showed you the Beetle bubblegum cards that were supposedly quotes from like John Lennon that's kind of were like that. So that line about she was lean and clean obviously came from there. How about custom body shape? So that was when I was thought, obviously I was going to reference the song as if it was it sounded like this dirty song about a woman, but it's actually about guitars. And she'd come loaded with fire glow back and sides. Fire glow back and sides is for those who don't know, it's a kind of finish on a guitar. It's fire glow back and sides. So then also, like, how about this warm, brilliant sound? So that line about she was warm, but she was brilliant, and she sounded bright in her tone, like a Telly might. She was a natural. That's for me, because I've got a thing for obviously wood grain Tellys because of key. How about this? Classic vintage tone. See that? Yep. Yeah, there it is. How about this? Tone tweaks. And it says, where does it say it? Oh, tips and tricks and DVD. Right here. I keep this up. He's going to want, if this ever does sell, he's going to want a piece of the action, isn't he? Well, he deserves it, after going through that. I mean, come on. Anyway, so that's, body shape, a little side on. Anyway, I don't know if it still exists, but if you could find one of these things, they're like ridiculously cheap. It was like maybe, if it was $200, I'd be shocked. It may have been under $200. It's worth it if it still comes in this box. So anyway, excuse me. Let me just put it aside here. Okay, so that's, I thought some of you might get a kick out of that one. Now, how about, what's left to play for you that you might, I know, holy Moses. It's Ray Davies' birthday. Shame on me. It's Ray Davies' birthday, for God's sakes. So, to me, I like doing these shows because it gives me a chance to kind of sit and think about what songs could I play for you that have always kind of inspired me and made and kind of, I wish I would have wrote them type stuff. And Ray Davies is kind of the man. Next to another, it's like Ian Hunter's another one. And I may play you an Ian Hunter song after that. But Ray Davies, come on, one of the most underappreciated icons that should be up there with, Mick and Keith and John and Paul, and yet he did it on his own. I mean, John and Paul solo couldn't produce what they did as a team, and here's, Ray Davies doing it on his own, like Pete Townsend would be another one. But, for reasons that they come back to, he couldn't keep his mouth shut. He got slapped, and that's why to this day, people are like, "Who?" Oh, I'm sorry. And one other thing I meant to say. So growing up in America, we would call him Ray Davies. I understand. I think that in the UK, and Diane Ward is on the line, I think, can correct me. I think it's pronounced Davis in the UK, but here in the United States, all the DJs and everybody I heard discuss him would call him Ray Davies. So it's a habit. I can't break it unless I go over to the UK, I suppose. And then we've already covered that whole nonsense. When an American goes over to the UK, within 3 months he starts sounding British or trying to fake a British accent. That's embarrassing. Almost like poor Paul on that box. Anyway, so here's a Ray Davies song. In other words, because it's his birthday. Well, the tax man's taking all my dough, left me in my stately home, blazing on a sunny afternoon. I can't even write my yarn. He's taking everything I've got. Now all I've got this sunny afternoon. Help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime. Well, my wife just took off with my car and ran home to her ma and pa, and telling tales of drunkenness and cruelty. But I'll just sit right here, sipping on this ice cold beer. All I've got's this sunny afternoon. Help me, baby, help me please. I got a big fat mama trying to break me, and I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime. Well, help me, help me, help me sail away. Give me 2 good reasons why I ought to stay. 'Cause I love to live so pleasantly, live this life of luxury, lazing on a sunny afternoon. In the summertime, in the summertime. You know what? I'm going to have to do that Ian Hunter song because it is Father's Day. And here come the readers. So, So the thing is, I was thinking, well, it's Father's Day, right? So I ought to do some kind of father-related song. And now that I'm telling the story, now I'm thinking of another perfect song I could have done. That would have been more to my own personal point. Let's just say it's still a subject that I've been meaning to get around to write about, but it hits so close to home for me that I haven't. So I guess that gives me something to do for the next record, doesn't it? Um, anyway, the song I want to play for you that Ian wrote that I always liked a lot, and it's going to seem weird for me to sing because it's really personal to Ian, I think, although he kind of wrote it in character. Um, it's called Fathers and Sons. So I'm going to try and sing it. So here we go. Hold on. There's a place in the city they call the Archway, where we rented 3 rooms for $1 a day. And I worked semi-skilled at the cap stands for years, and my wife was a good woman, but the love disappeared. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, when a marriage goes down, they're the loneliest ones. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, how I hope they can cope with the damage I've done. I found a band, I went out and told, so the kids wouldn't know I was with them no more. When they said, "Where's me dad?" she'd say, "He's a star." Oh, if stars only knew what fools they all are. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, when a marriage breaks up, they're the loneliest ones. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, now I hope they can cope with the damage we've done. Well, I got a new contract, I got a new life, no more cap stands for me, and I got a new wife. Sometimes she gets angry, says she wants a family, then that nightmare returns like a ghost haunt to me. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, when a marriage goes down, you're the loneliest ones. Sons and daughters, daughters and sons, now I hope you can cope with the damage we've done. So I think I'm going to leave it here. I had some other stuff I was going to play for you, but I think this is a good stopping point on Father's Day. And I'm thinking I'm going to do this. I'm thinking, you see, I stopped doing it because I thought, well, look, I'm kind of, it gets a little overdone if I'm doing it every week. People don't really want to see that, do they? And God bless you, some people actually wanted me to do this. So I'm thinking I'll do it. How about this? I'll do it the last Sunday of every month. And I'm thinking I might even do it throughout for the rest of the year because this year's going to be intense. We're not out of the woods, folks, by a damn sight. So that way I can do it until they throw me in the gulag here in the U.S., which is going to happen if the wrong thing happens in November. I'll be doing this from prison, probably, because I'm on the apparently, I'm on the I don't know. Anyway, so thank you for watching and listening. Be kind if you can. If you can't, then just be quiet. I'll see you next time. I'll see you next month. Happy Father's Day.